Hello there everybody, this is Grant, also known as the Collector75. Welcome to another Transformers third party review. This time I'm back for part 2 of my Hades review. This is HYPNOS. Now I feel like I sort of do owe this, not this figure as much, but mainly this one that I reviewed the last time. This guy, Thanatos, whatever his name is. I think I was probably a little overcritical. I've actually, as you can see, I did get it transformed into its leg mode, ready for Hades, or Leo Kaiser, how you want to look at it. It is just a bit annoying because there's so many panels. Obviously, you can see all the panels here and everything, and I can see why they did it, because obviously when it compresses into leg mode, you can compress them down slightly and all fit together, but it's still blooming annoying. Mainly just because when you're trying to get one bit in and you're putting pressure here on another, it's easy to pop everything out and you have to start all over again. Other than that, it's actually a very clever design. I like the way they did get the feet to hide inside the body. I actually really do like that, actually. I just feel it could have been slightly better achieved just without all the panels or something, I don't know. But anyway. But here's hopefully for a more positive review on this one. So obviously now he is basically the same transformation as that guy. He even has his same breastplate even, which is almost exactly the same, just a new head without a tail. That's about it really. He is some kind of rhinoceros maybe. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I don't mind him. Let's try to turn him into a gun quickly. You can do this in a number of ways. You can do it like that. You can hide the legs in here, because obviously that's where you're going to hold him. You can do that with the legs if you so wanted. You could have it like that, or I think the actual transformation, by the looks of that picture on the box, is something like this maybe. Don't know. A bit weird. Looks like it's sort of like aiming down like that, isn't it? But yeah, something like that. It doesn't matter. Make your own gun up. Leave him there. Right, so let's go on to the actual figure itself. Now this is a damn cool looking drill tank. And this is obviously based on the G1 toy of no, not that was the other guy. This one is DRILLHORN. And it's a really good, updated, masterpiece style rendition, if you want my opinion. I think it looks really good. It would be really cool, I don't know if I said this in my last review, if they ever did like a weird exclusive set of these figures as the Rescue Force. That would be pretty cool. But I don't think it's needed as such. As you can see, there's the robot hiding under there. It just looks pretty cool. I love the red translucent plate. Plastic on there. Now you could probably, if you wanted to, if you could get this red thing off, you could hide a Decepticon symbol in there, but I do have a couple on the sides already. It doesn't turn, unfortunately. That would have been pretty cool if it did. Doesn't have no wheels, book and roll, but it certainly looks good like that. Right, let's transform this guy now. I'm not exactly sure where to start. So we're just going to disconnect that. Oh, you can see the head in there already. Then we're going to disconnect these arms. That's probably easiest. Let's transform these right away. It's these bits that annoy me. Getting those two panels in there, that's what really annoys me. There's probably an easy way to do it, maybe. If there is, I haven't found it yet. So we're going to get the hands out, lock them into place. And this one has some weird joints as well. Come around here for this one. Just pull it out of there, rotate that around, get the hand out, goes in there, ready for later on. Just manoeuvre all those around to the back for now. Now we've got to start. There's a couple of little pegs in here which you need to, oh god, I don't like doing that, that doesn't sound healthy at all. Should we do the legs now? Let's do the legs now. I think I've disconnected them. Right, okay, so you've got to make sure they're pegged in, and then what do? We open up the knee joints, like I said before. It's a very, very clever way. Actually, we're going to turn this, if I still can, 180, that gives us a little bit more clearance. Which one are we working on this one? Yeah, we don't need to do that just yet, do we? No, but we need to move that into that position. This needs to rotate around. That needs to fold back, and then that needs to go. Actually, that knee needs to come out. It's a lot of moving stuff, which you sort of all need to do at once, which can be annoying. Before we do that, though, we do need to get this leg back in there. So we're going to open that knee joint up again. That is the only annoying thing with this, is that it is a lot of doing the same thing several times. Then lock that one in. That's that one done. So let's do this one. Hopefully you can sort of see what I'm doing. It's, like I said before, it's basically like the Combiner Wars knee joints there, so you get that one out. Then we've got to rotate this one out. Rotate this bloody joint first of all, and rotate that one to the back. This is on a double hinge, and you have to get it into the right one, like that. Then you have to slot it all back through this again, which is not the easiest thing to accomplish, especially when you get every other moving bit trying to push it out. So it might be better if you can just aim it out, really, and then get it in there, then do it, something like that. There's always some other bit knocking against it. Hey, there we go. Here's a lot of fumbling around, but eventually, when you do get it, it is worth it. I haven't got that one lined up, have I? There we go. Right, so there are his legs done. If you did want it to, you could take these sections and rotate them down. Don't ask me why you'd want to do that. That's mainly for Leo Kaiser mode. And then you get these and then just rotate them however you want. It's supposed to go up, I think. Or is it? I can't remember. Either way, it doesn't look too bad like that. So then we end up with his legs, and then all we have to do now is come to this section here where his head is, disconnect that out there, pull these down, and then you get this going to be his Leo Kaiser connector. Rotate that to the side. That gives it just enough distance between that, and then again there's another couple of little holes in there. You need to get these two little connectors in. That will hold his now fully formed chest in place. Just going to rotate these arms to the front, rotate these little bits up and around, form shoulder pads. Now then, we need to, what do we need to do? We need to come around, this opens up. Probably rotate it like that. That just goes into there, that closes up over it. Then we get his head, and that's going to go just nicely into there, and that is our HYPNOS in robot mode. And you can see once you get used to the transformation, you can actually do it. It's quite easy, really. That little bit of arm-on-ish things, I never know exactly how it's supposed to line up, whether it's supposed to be straight or you can fold it in like that. It's a bit strange one. And as I said, as soon as you grab it, then it just folds in anyway. So I mean, it's slightly, ever so slightly annoying. Right, so then you take his gun, put that in his hand, and there's his weapon. That don't look too bad, does it? And then obviously let's take a look at that head sculpt, and it's a very, very good head sculpt. Just put me in the way of Jerry there. Can't fault them on their head sculpt. Actually brilliant. He doesn't look too bad at all. You can do a lot with these. I can't remember exactly how they're supposed to go, these bloody bits, whether they're supposed to go like that. I don't think they are. I can't remember now. Oh, that was it, like that. They sort of bend around there. That does take the bad look off them, doesn't it? So they can go around there. And then obviously the other thing we can do with this, now I actually think that robot mode looks good, but you can give him his breastplate. I'm not totally keen on these. See, the old G1 toy could get away with it more because, well, G1 toys were crap. Compared to these days anyway. I think this goes all the way around here, I think. Something like that. But these it just looks a bit strange, if you want my opinion. We're going to stick that on anyway. That goes on there. Now I'm going to let you make your own mind up whether that looks better or worse. To me, again, it does look like you've just stuck something on the front of him. It doesn't really blend in too much, in my opinion, but it looks all right. I actually prefer the road mode without it. Whereas on the G1 toys, they kind of did look better. Yeah, look better with it, even though it did look again like you'd stuck this out on the front. Right, okay, I'm going to leave this review here. I'm not going to show the transformation to leg mode because it is a bit annoying trying to get it in there. You don't want to watch me fumbling around with these panels again. So I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.